Hello, Christian. I just thought it would be easier to make a quick video to go over what you did on the quiz. So you got question 1 correct, but question 2 was not quite right. What you did here is you put in the beginning block number of 4, and you recognize that it is changing by 4 as well. But if you try 1 in your formula, you get 4 times 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. So it's actually 1 off of what you want it to be because you want step 1 to have 4. The way that we adjust for that is it's something called a shift. And so what you will do instead is put in the beginning again and the plus 4, but you're going to use s minus 1 instead of just s. Okay, you're going to get partial credit for this one because you did get the beginning correct and you did identify the common difference. Okay, this one for number 3 is similar. This one does begin with 1, so this time I guess you should have followed the same. You are adding 3 each time. But again, we need to adjust for the shift because it's starting on the first term instead of starting at the 0 term. And so to adjust for that, we put in s minus 1 into the formula. So this one, we'll still go with half, but you did better on the first one than the second one. On number 5, they just want you to use one of the formulas. The first formula says that it starts with 5 and then it multiplies by 2 to get to the next term and so on. So to get the 10th term, you would put in 5 parenthesis 2 to the 10 on your calculator, and then you're able to get the correct answer, which I believe is 5120. Let me double check that. Yeah, 5120. So no points on that one. The second formula says you multiply by 2. They give you the 4th term is 80. So 80 times 2 is 160. That's the 5th term. 160 times 2 is 320. That would be the 6th term. And then you have to continue that until you get to the 10th term. You can use either formula that you want. Excuse me. And really, to be a complete answer, you do need to say which formula you chose and why. Okay, finally on the last question, you're going to be using the formula again, and you're using it to fill out the table. So for the first one, you would put into your calculator, start parenthesis, -4, and parenthesis 2, which is shift 6. And then instead of x, you're going to put an input value of 1. Press enter on your calculator, and you get that the first missing blank is -4. And then you'll continue using that formula, but putting in 2, putting in 3, and so on to fill out all of the rest of the answers on number 6. Okay, now one last thing, Christian. All of the assignments that have a green check mark count on your grade. So you need to get at least 60% on these in order to get enough credit to get credit in the class. You need to get at least 60%. It would be best if you can kind of pad your grade and do really well on these green check mark assignments before you go in to take the proctored exam. So if you would like to meet with me, I'm going to put my Calendly address here. Feel free to set up or schedule a Zoom lesson, and I would be happy to take the quiz with you so that you can do better the second time. And let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you. Have a good day.